As a young entrepreneur, how should we go about starting a business?
Starting a business in the beginning, I would say that don't start.
Why is it?
In the beginning, go and experiment various things. You will not be very clear of which one to start at the beginning. You will not. There will be a lot of fads, lot of trends, lot of things which you think is what you love. You may not really love when you know the nuances and the different difficulties in that business. For instance, you want to start a restaurant, and you think that you are very passionate about restaurant, but really when you get into that work, you will see what kind of back end struggle that restaurant have to go through before it delivers a front end. Because we all get fascinated by the front end and we want to do something, not knowing that there is a significant work which is going in the back end which is responsible for the front end. So in the beginning, what I would say is take lot of the breadth is lot more important. You go and work in an automotive industry, for instance, then you go work in a restaurant, then you work in a fashion apparel industry, then you work in a digital marketing business. So if you go and do like this in the beginning, once you finish your college or school, I think then you will really know, wow, this is something which I really like, and somebody is doing like that, there is a way to do differently, and once I do like that, there is a market available. So till such time you identify that, it is a good idea to experiment a lot more, and those learnings for you will come very handy to you at a later point of time. Even if you have listen to that Steve Jobs very favorite Stanford lecture, he goes on to say how his interest in calligraphy, when he was sent out of the college also, he will go attend that calligraphy class, which was helpful for him to develop Apple to be a superior in terms of the look and the font. He gave so much importance to that. So you will not know what kind of experience you are collecting at a one point of time which will be useful for you another point of time. In my own case, if I have to go back, I was apprenticed by two my brothers. One is Dr. Rajkumar of Velvet Shampoo, another is CK Ranganathan of Kevin Care. I got apprenticed by them. Learning with them and being with them gave me so much in-depth knowledge and hands-on experience, which was later useful for me when I launched my own product of Raga, and when I went on to make the second business of Naturals. So it's that experience. I would say I strongly urge all the youngsters between 20 and 30, go and experiment the world. Do different genre studies. Don't get fixed ideas at 20s and 25s. Okay? Once you're 30, you should know. By 30, you should know what you want to do. And by 40, you should have achieved that. That 10 years will be a very good year. If I have to skip back and go one step back, today there is a lot of pressure on the kids about scoring marks, and right from the schools to colleges and gold medalists and first rank holders and things like that. My very view, which is out of experience, I have seen so many people who have studied extremely well in school and colleges, who are gold medalists and first rank holders, seldom make it big in life. School and college are the time for you to enjoy life. Life is not to enjoy. A lot of people have got it completely wrong. They think school and college is for study, life is to enjoy. Actually, it is the other way around. In school and college you should enjoy, and in life you should study. Formal education will make you survive in life. Continuous life education will make you a fortune. How continuously you are studying after your college, in the lesson called life, that is what is going to take you to a much bigger life. So a lot of people, I strongly urge, if you are in school and college, enjoy school, enjoy college, and study a little so that you are able to pass that. Once you get into real life, first you should work and then you should enjoy. In real life, you can't get it other way around. In real life, is very demanding. It is very competitive. And today, when we are at 3rd standard and 4th standard, we have learnt that nice little story which is about the hare and the tortoise race, where the hare will run fast and it will take rest. The tortoise will walk slow and it will finish the finish line. That is very nice. We have got that is called slow and steady wins the race. But today, unfortunately, the race is not between the hare and the tortoise. It is between one hare and the another hare. And lot of times the hare which are running is a Chinese hare. So get ready for it. We are in a global village. So how fast are we going to run? It is now fast and steady, not slow and steady. We have to run the race fast, and we have to run the race faster than the next hare which is running, and the hare is not going to sleep.
Okay, fantastic.
So this is very important for you. You should have focus. So only when you enjoy in school and college, when you come to real life, you will have that what you call the heart to go and put your heart out and work and then enjoy. Getting a first rank and the gold medal is like Michael Schumacher having a pole position. It is an advantage for him to run the race. It doesn't guarantee him success. The race of real life is run after that. Be prepared for that and put your heart out and run the race. In the beginning, have lot of wit from different subjects, and one fine day you will suddenly realize that, boss, this is my golden opportunity. I feel this business, if you can do a little bit different, you have an opportunity. When I was with Ranganathan, I had that inkling. I thought that shikakai powder, he was doing Mira and he was doing extremely well, but it was always under short supply. I was asking him to produce more, but he was not ready for that. Then after some time I realized, boss, this is my opportunity. And this product can really be made not a Tamil Nadu product. It can go to Andhra, it can go to Kerala, it can go to Karnataka, it can go all over India. That is when I launched the Raga herbal powder and became an overnight success. So it's that feeling when I saw an entrepreneur is not a risk taker, is a person who identifies an opportunity. So many opportunities are there. Suddenly at a point, once you have gained sufficient width in life, an entrepreneur mind in you will say, guy, this if I latch up, I think I can make it big. So once you get something like that, I think you are ready to run the race.
Okay. Sir, one question I want to ask you. When I hear from you that you had great mentors when you started, you have 2 brothers where they are very successful entrepreneurs by making, and you got an opportunity to get mentored from them. What do you think about getting mentoring from people? If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, you should first get mentored from another entrepreneur, or will you ask them to go and work in a typical job and get some experience, and then down the line they start a business?
No, I think it's very individualistic opinion. Lot of people, my brothers, have mentored or worked with them.
Okay.
It has to be inside you to get the connect.
Right.
Otherwise, it's like an altar. Mm-hmm. Everybody who goes and prays to the God is not going to sanction something.
Correct.
Likewise, there will be good managers. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, you look for people who will give you space to make mistakes. Learning is far more important than earning. Look for a job in the beginning which is going to give you more learning opportunity than earning opportunity. And if you look at that kind of bosses, it can be an entrepreneur, it can be a typical boss, no problem, it can be a corporate structure, it can be a line head person. But make sure that you have a boss who is allowing you to make mistake, allowing you to learn, who is supportive of you. Maybe you are getting 5,000 rupees lesser or even 10,000 rupees lesser. In fact, I will go to the extent that if you have decided that this is the genre I want to be, in that genre go and work with the best and even pay that company.
Okay.
It will save you so much of money in the long run.
Okay. So when Steve Jobs' commencement speech, I think you would have heard, and he used to say, stay hungry, stay foolish. And also, as you also mentioned, that he went and did a calligraphy course, which actually later he found that it was useful when he created his operating system. Now I want to ask you, because he just followed his heart, that's what he also says. Now, what is your advice on that particular thing?
I think he had said it. I can only second him at best.
Okay.
I think follow your heart. The passion is what is the final differentiator.
Okay.
Your heart, a lot of people are talented.
Okay.
Few will be extremely successful.
Okay.
The difference is passion.
Okay.
That ingredient is something which is very, very, very important. You can't miss that ingredient.
Okay.
And the more you bring that to the table, the more bigger you are successful.
Okay.
So passion in my mind is a singular ingredient.
Okay.
After deciding what to do, it is with the passion with which you approach.
Okay.
Is going to take the business to the next level and the next level and the next level. So passion is very, very
So what do you think about having capital or without, if you don't have capital when you start, what kind of advice do you give for entrepreneurs who start startups?
My favorite Indian role model is Dhirubhai Ambani.
Mm-hmm.
I have a story to tell. When he was in Aden, putting petrol, suddenly there is another car which will come, and all the other attendants in that petrol pump will go to that car, and they will salute him. And after that, Dhirubhai finishes his car work. He will ask the servant, "Who is he? Why everybody are rushing to that person?" They said he is an oil well owner. And Dhirubhai told, then when you go and salute him, and he will give a lot of tips. That's what the boys around, the other attendants told Dhirubhai. And Dhirubhai immediately told that I will also become an oil well owner one day.
Okay.
And everybody laughed. And Dhirubhai had the last laugh.
Wow.
And in the night,
Okay.
Dhirubhai Ambani will work in an auditor's office.
Okay.
Morning he is a petrol pump boy.
Night
he will work in an auditor's office and writing accounts.
Okay.
And end of the first month, the auditor's assistant will give him a check, and Dhirubhai will refuse to take it. And this boy, the assistant felt that he is a good candidate. Why is he not? Maybe he wants more money. That is why he is not taking. So he will tell his boss, "You speak to him. This guy is not taking his salary. Maybe he wants more money." And the boss called him and asked, "Why are you not taking the salary?" And Dhirubhai told, "I have come here to learn. I have not come here to earn."
Oh, wow.
When he was a petrol pump boy,
Oh my God. Oh.
he had that much hunger to learn. Come back to India. Dhirubhai's contribution to India is not the Reliance Empire. It is not the stock market boom. It is not the only Vimal. It is not Mukesh Ambani. It is not the Anil Ambani. He made the Indian middle class to dream big.
Wow.
That's his singular contribution. Before that, it is Tata Birla. The Indian middle class cannot dream big.
Okay.
Dhirubhai changed it.
Fantastic.
A 9th standard dropout, no capital, no MBA, no family background. Today we all think, no, my family is not made up of entrepreneurs. Business is not for us. You have to have an MBA degree. You should have a lot of money.
Yes, exactly.
I think all this myth, Dhirubhai has broken it loud and clear in front of us.
Wow.
When he comes back to the office, I believe he will buy money at an exorbitant rate. He is in yarn trade in the beginning of his business, and he takes business money at an exorbitant rate, 36% and 48%. But he always have a calculation. With this money, I have to earn so much of money. Any money he makes in addition to that, he will share it with the lender. So after some time, this news everybody got. Before Dhirubhai goes to the office, there will be queue of people with cash waiting before his office.
Oh, okay.
So Dhirubhai has to only pick it up.
Okay.
So that is how he built the business, he built the trust.
Okay.
And then whenever he goes to the restaurant, he will tip the bearer in the beginning.
Okay.
Tip stands for to ensure prompt service. We all tip after the service is over. During the service, the bearer will not know whether you are going to tip him 10 rupees, not going to tip him, or whether you are going to tip him 100 or 500. What kind of service will he give? It's a simple logic.
Okay.
See, we all look at life like this. He looked at life as other way around.
Okay.
We all look at the glass as half empty. Dhirubhai looked at the glass as half full.
Oh, okay.
So it is that attitude which made him tick. It is not the business, it is not the MBA degree, it is not the family hierarchy, it is not the money. He did not have any.
Okay.
On top of it, he became the India's biggest entrepreneur.
Wow, fantastic, sir.
So I don't think we need to go outside and look for any other entrepreneur. All we have to do is we have to have a passion, we have to have an attitude, we have to keep growing, we have to have a game plan, keep working on it, learn from our mistakes, keep correcting our mistakes, and build a team, scale up to the next level, persevere, and that's life.
Okay, sir, a final question I have. Today, typical, all parents are actually compelling it. It's been there for over years, but still it keeps continuing. That we want, as you also said, that we want marks, more marks, and then we want most of them to be doctors, engineers. And we have seen that so many engineering colleges are there. They are producing lakhs of engineers now outside. They're coming outside the colleges. Most of them probably they might get an IT job or they work for BPO or something like that. Now, this is the exact, the career path or career plan which people actually have a default plan they have. Now, what do you suggest for people, who take up the, traditional, whatever, the path which is actually just by default it is given to them, and they don't have any other idea to explore any other options or something. Do you have any suggestions for them?
No, I think it is like you are having a food. You need a sambar rice, you need a rasam rice, you need a curd rice, you need a chapati, you need sabji, you need some curry, you need some appalam, papad, and you need some whatever it is. All that put together is required in life. There is employee is required.
Okay.
Some person who wants to be an employee.
Yes, exactly.
He is good for us.
I
am not saying there is nothing wrong, and today we are living in a unique situation where employee can earn as much as an employer. It is not that yesterday Jack Welch is a classic example. He is an employee throughout, but when he finished his career at its helm, he has made more money than so many entrepreneurs. Indra Nui is a classic example. Chanda Kochar is a classic example. They have made so much wealth for themselves, and there is nothing called either or. That's your decision.
Okay.
But employee-employer mindset are very different.